It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Fja derholmarnas. That was my best attempt yet. Fja derholmarnas Bryggeri, and this is their heavy fuel barley wine. It's coming in at 13% ABV. Here's a look at the bottle. 330 milliliter bottle. Love the name of the beer. Love the execution. I love everything about it, really. The name, the way the beer looks. Even trying to pronounce the brewery's name. Look at that. Fja derholmarnas. And if I got it wrong, if I've absolutely butchered it, then I do apologise. There's a look at the anchor on the bottle. Without further ado, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. Ooh. Ooh, not so much smoke. That bottle cap come off really easy. I'm just wondering if it was sealed properly. Hopefully, the beer being 13% ABV, that's not fingers crossed, is it? That's fingers crossed. Fingers crossed the beer will be okay. I want to say a massive thank you at this stage of the beer review to Håkan in Sweden who sent us the beer. I mean, I'm not looking for loads and loads of carbonation at this point. It is a barley wine. It is 13% ABV. You can see the slow moving carbonation rolling up. It actually looks really good as a beer. Lots of sediment in the glass, suspended sediment. It's got a red amber hue to the beer. I am thinking that there was maybe something wrong with the bottle cap. There was no hiss, there was no fizz. I think what we should do, because the beer's come all the way from Sweden, I think, okay, if you bought the beer in the bottle shop, I'm sure you would be massively disappointed if the beer was off. But it's 13% ABV. I very much doubt the beer will be absolutely off. But at the same point, I do feel for the brewery. I do feel for Håkan because, you know, things happen in life, don't they? Things happen in life. Let's get the aroma. Let's see if we can get past that dodgy opening. The beer actually smells okay. The first thing I'd be looking for in this case would be off flavours, and there's no off flavours in the aroma. It smells slightly chocolatey, nutty, biscuity, treacle, mixed fruit jams, plum, fig, prune flavours in the aroma. But the main two flavours are toffee and licorice. Toffee and licorice. It smells great. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. The reason why I pulled that face was, wow, what a kick of flavour. What a kick of flavour. That was bonkers. Stone the crows. Stone the crows. I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. I was like, oh, that is so powerful. You know, normally when you're talking about powerful flavours in beer, you're thinking about sour beer. You're thinking about double dry hopped IPAs that smash your face off with flavour. You're talking about 100 IBU bitter beers that slap you across the face a few times as you take a mouthful. But this did exactly the same thing. It was like, wow, what was that? And it's like an ultra big fat smack of licorice and toffee and even more licorice. And then a big kick of alcohol. Wow. The beer, in a slight disappointment, is completely flat. It is completely flat. But there's so much flavour in the beer that it really does override. It overrides the flatness. There's no carbonation in this beer whatsoever. It is completely flat as a pancake. I think there was a problem with the opening. If you rewind the video and go back to have a look at the opening, it kind of normally you have a, you know, when you open a bottle of beer. We just didn't quite have that with this. It just opened and the bottle cap hit the deck, and I was thinking, oh, and that's just it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I bet there's so many other bottles out there of this beer where the bottle cap went on properly and it's got a little bit of life, a little bit of carbonation, but the flavour overrides it. The amount of flavour in the beer overrides, and the fact that it's 13% ABV and it's got a big fat medium mouthfeel, it overrides the lack of carbonation. Vanilla, touch of chocolate in there somehow. Plum, fig, prune. Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Vanilla, licorice, toffee. I mean, look at it. Now the yeast, let me bring it into focus. Now the yeast is, look at that. It's all made its way to the bottom of the glass. This beer was never meant to leave Sweden, so everything is in Swedish here. There's not a lot to read. It's a 330 milliliter bottle of 13% ABV. Massive thank you to Håkan. I think I got just 1 or 2 beers now that Håkan sent us. Yeah, we got 1 or 2 left, and yeah, at this stage, what an unbelievable journey we've been on with these beers. They've been incredible, they really have. I like this beer. It's a real shame if you can overlook the fact that the cap wasn't put on quite properly, and these things happen in life. If you can overlook that and just concentrate on the flavours, if carbonation really doesn't matter that much to you, then you would like this beer enough to give it an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.